Hello, my dear students, and welcome back. So happy to see you. Today, we're going on a really exciting trip. And, you guessed it, we're going to solve some fun math problems along the way. This will get you perfectly ready for your exams.
Okay, so let's meet our friends for today, Daisy and Lou. They are heading to this incredible village called Mawlynnong, which is actually famous for being the cleanest village in all of Asia. How cool is that? And on their journey, they're going to need our help with some math. So, are you ready to be their math expert? You know, every great adventure starts with a good plan. So before Daisy and Lou can even start packing, we need to check out the details of their school trip.
Wow, look at that! An amazing trip to Meghalaya. They're going to see a living root bridge and waterfalls, and all for just 500 rupees per child? But before any big trip, we have to prepare, right? Chalo bachcho, let's go shopping with them.
Okay, first stop, shopping. Here we are with Daisy and Lou at Sapandada's fruit cart. They need to grab a few things for the journey. And yep, this is where our first math challenge begins.
All right, take a good look at Sapandada's price list. He sells all kinds of yummy, fresh fruits. Now, look carefully. Can you find the price for bananas? That's right, it's 55 rupees for 1 kilogram. So, our friends want to buy 3 kilograms of bananas to share with everyone on the bus. The big question is, how do we calculate the total cost? What do you think we should do? All right, this is super simple. Don't you worry one bit. We already know the cost of 1 kilogram. So, to find the cost for 3 kilograms, all we need to do is multiply. That's it. We just calculate 55 times 3. Shabash, you got it. 55 multiplied by 3 is 165. So the total cost for 3 kilograms of bananas is 165 rupees. You guys are just brilliant. Okay, now for what I think is the most important part of shopping, paying the correct amount and making sure you get the correct change back. Trust me, this is a skill you will use your entire life. All right, let's figure this one out. Daisy and Lou started with 310 rupees. After buying their food and gifts, they only have 179 rupees left. So to find out how much money they spent, we just have a classic subtraction problem to solve. 310 minus 179. And this is where that little bit of magic called regrouping, or borrowing as you might call it, comes into play. You see, we can't take 9 away from 0 in the ones place, can we? So we have to borrow from the next column, the tens place. It's a neat little trick that helps us solve these problems. And there we have it. After subtracting, we get 131. So they spent a total of 131 rupees. See, math is a real-life superpower, especially when you're managing your money. Right, shopping is done. Now it's time to get on the bus and start the journey. And with the whole trip getting underway, we're going to start dealing with some much bigger numbers. Let's see what's next. Whoa, it turns out this is a huge trip. It's not just Daisy and Lou's school. A neighborhood school is joining them too. Just look at all those excited children. That's a lot of kids. Okay, so from Daisy's school, there are 438 children, and from the other school, there are 476. To find the total number of children going on this trip, what do we need to do? That's right, we just need to add them together. Now, when we add big numbers like these, we always start with the ones place, all the way on the right. Then we move to the tens, and finally the hundreds. And of course, don't forget to carry over or regroup whenever a column adds up to 10 or more. And the total is 914. Wow, that's a huge number. 914 children are all going to Mawlynnong together. Just imagine how much fun they're going to have. Speaking of big journeys with lots of people, that reminds me of a type of problem you often see in your exams. So, let's take a quick bonus question. We're jumping off the bus and onto a train leaving from New Delhi. This will test both your addition and subtraction skills. Take a look at this table. It's tracking the number of passengers on a train. It starts with 894 people from New Delhi. At the next station, Dadri, 158 people get on, so we add them. But 23 people get off, so we subtract them. See how it works? You just add who gets on and subtract who gets off to always know the total number of passengers. All right, my champions, I know your exams are coming near, so let's do a quick brain gym with a puzzle that often appears in papers. This will make your mind super sharp. Here it is,
A classic missing digits puzzle. You've definitely seen these before. I want you to pause this explainer for just a moment, grab your notebook, and try to solve it before I reveal the answer. You can do it. Give it a try. Okay, did you get it? The missing numbers were 3, 5, 9, and 0. So the correct sum is 623 plus 285 equals 908. If you solve this, you are absolutely ready for your exams. Shabash. I am so proud of you.
And always remember this, my dear students. This quote is so true. Solving math problems is a practical skill, just like learning to swim or maybe even playing a video game. You can't just read about it. You have to practice it. The more you practice, the easier it becomes.
And that's all for today. But I want you to think about this question. If you had 500 rupees for a trip, what is the very first thing you would plan to buy? It's a fun way to think about planning and budgeting. I will see you in the next explainer. Until then, keep practicing. Bye-bye.